Right. Just move that here. Here. Audio there. And let's see here. We'll go ahead and we'll share the screen. Go over here. And I think there's one thing left to do. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well today. Happy Monday. All right. There we go. A little more light. Light is good. Hope everybody's doing great. Let me say hello to everybody before we get started. Whew, the market's coming down pretty hard right now. I don't know what happened, but the market's really coming down pretty hard right now, like really hard right now. Let's say hello to everybody. We got David, we got Omar, Robert, Wade, Timothy, Glenn, Charlie. Good morning, Charlie. John, Ivano, the Sassy Trainer, Dr. Serena, Dave, Mark, Dennis, Kevin. We got Steven, Pops. Hey, Pops, how are you? Darren, you guys let me know if you can hear me loud and clear, okay? Thank you. We got Dave. We got Robert, Eduardo. Moondog is in the house. Penny, good morning to you. I'm looking forward to it too. Chad, good morning. We got, let me say hello to everybody here. We got Wayne, Chad, we got Mike, Art, George, CJ, Samson, John, Edgar, Kathy, Kevin, Richard from Puente Gorda. Happy New Year's to you and everybody else, Richard. Scott, Devin, Randy, Sydney, Tony, Scampy, Jeff, Penny, Beyond Random, yeah. Howard, Motown Guy, Herbert. How are you, Herbert? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're all right, Herb. Thomas, Monty, Ed, Richard, Jacques. Hello, Jacques. Parker, Peter. Good morning, Peter. Mark, Dr. Serena. How are you, my actuary? It's been quite a year, hasn't it? Miller Time, Deanna, Scampy, Henry, Jean, Kanaka. How is everybody? I hope you guys had a nice weekend. I had a really nice weekend. I got back from Miami last week, just in time to finish the week with you guys here on Friday. A lot of uncertainty in the markets, a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about today. Now, before we get deep into things, I have a major announcement. I have a class today at 1:00. It's going to be something that I do once a year. It's the only time of the year that I give predictions. I usually don't like to give predictions, but I will give predictions. Last time I gave you guys a Humana for a short and NVIDIA for a long as my top stock and my weakest stock, and I've got some other stocks for you guys for today. That's happening at 1 p.m. I'll also give you my shocking price forecast for the S&P 500. But you've got to hit the link to sign up. Here is the goodies. They're right here. Here is the goodies. That's happening at 1 p.m. Everybody waits a year for that, but you guys don't have to wait. And I'll also be doing my VIP room at noon today, where I'll be talking about a lot of topics that we have not covered yet. So my biggest event of the year, Turning Point 2025, we'll look at the big picture of 2025, what to expect. We'll cover a number of topics, including my shocking price projection, my top stocks, my bottom stocks, all that good stuff, okay? All of that will be covered today in there. And also, let me make sure I got you guys here for, let's see here. Oh, 1 second. And let me go ahead and give you Cam's customer service live from 10 to 1 every day. Haven't seen Cam yet here today, but I'm sure he's around. The Cam and Gustavo show. Cam, if you're here, say hello. Gustavo, if you're here, say hello. Good morning, everybody. Duzzy, Ricky, Michael, and folks. Today will be a little disjointed. A lot of people are on holidays. A lot of people are taking the day off. So I'm expecting the room to be a little bit light today. I'm also don't expect big movement the first week of the year. Usually, people still are coming back from vacation, so I'm expecting the market to really start getting really moving. Hey Cam, how are you? I'm really expecting the market to start moving, not the first week of the year, but the second week of the year. Now, interestingly, next week will be 31 years since I've been trading. 31 years since I've been trading. I can't even believe it myself. Hey, Gustavo. Good morning. Rich, you're back. Good to see you. I was wondering when you were going to be back. I missed you too. Good to have you back. Ben, good morning. I'll broadcast what you shared with me today. I thought it was really good. I'll share it with everybody today. I just wanted to hang out with the family over the weekend. Robert, thank you, Robert. All right. So a few things that I wanted to share with you guys. First of all, do you guys know what the three biggest? Do you guys know what the? Thank you for posting that, Cam. Do you guys know what the three biggest performers? Let me close my door. My dogs are loud. Let me just close the door. All right. Angie, by the way, I was eating your sausage last night and eating the canned apples. It was fantastic. Thank you so much. It was delicious, delicious, absolutely delicious. Angie, thank you so much. I'm talking about Work to Wonder. Her name is Angie, and she sent me some goodies for, and so did Cam. So I've been eating tamales and sausages and some canned goods that Angie packed for me in Washington. You guys take really good care of me. I appreciate it. Very, very thankful. Thank you. Very thankful for everybody. So, what are the three top performing stocks of 2024? Do you guys know what they are? You guys should always know what the top performing stocks are. Top three performing stocks are. Come on, do we have any guesses? Oh, I hear. I know exactly what you're talking about, Richard. Does anybody know what the top three performing stocks of 2024 were? Come on, guys. There's 256 people in this room. Any guesses? I'll type them out for you. Palantir, VST, and NVIDIA. And NVIDIA. No, not Monster. Nope. I just gave them to you. Palantir, VST, and NVIDIA. Those are the top three performing stocks of. I did give you NVIDIA. I did give you NVIDIA as my top performer stock. The three top performing stocks of 2024 are Palantir, VST, and NVIDIA. So I did get the third strongest stock. So when I did my turning point in 2024, I told you that NVIDIA was going to be the fastest gained the most this year, and it didn't gain the most this year. So I was wrong. It was gained the third most this year. Okay. Yeah, Eagle, you're right. Palantir, NVIDIA, and VST. And I think Humana was the worst. But I did give you the third out of 5,000. Hey, sweetie. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Thank you, honey. I love you. Thanks. All right. Yeah. So I wasn't, so out of like 8,000 stocks, I didn't get the number one stock. I got the third stock, Mia Copa. Now, I want to ask you guys if you know about this. There's some interesting stuff happening in the world that you guys need to know about. Okay. Now, let me put this here. Very, very interesting stuff that you guys need to know about. First of all, this is a good time to take notes. This is a good time to take notes. Did you guys know that the three largest companies in the world, NVIDIA, Microsoft, and Apple, now make up over 20% of the index, which is a record high? A record high. Okay, number one. Number two, did you guys know that large cap stocks are now trading at 28 times earnings per share, while small caps, as measured by the Russell 2000, is at 18 times. That's the widest spread since 2000. That's the widest spread in 24 years. Did you guys know that? All right. Did you guys know that the Federal Reserve reduced the size of its balance sheet by 10%, the largest percentage decline on record in 2024? All right. Did you guys know that the bond market and the US stock market now have the highest correlation that they've had in history, 0.72? That's the highest correlation they've ever had in history. All right. And did you guys know that global sales of personal luxury goods are projected to decline 2% in 2025, making it the first drop since 2008? That's the first time luxury goods are expected to drop since 2008. Did you guys know that? And did you know that 33% of all cars that are priced below $30,000 are now built in Mexico? Whereas a decade ago, that number was only 20%. So we've increased the production of cars in Mexico by 33% in the last 10 years. Did you guys know about any of these things? Do you guys think these things are important, or you guys think they're just, nah? Did you guys know about any of these things? Did you guys know about any of these things? The three largest companies now account for, I would be writing this down. Hey, Rochelle, how much did you make on that Bitcoin trade this year? Rochelle was asking me financial advice yesterday. She made too much money on Bitcoin. All right. So Apple, Nvidia, and Microsoft now account for 20% of the index. It's a record high. Large caps, the difference between large caps and small caps is the biggest difference we've seen in valuations in 25 years. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve did reduce its balance sheet by over 10%. The bond market is now pricing in 125% basis point rate drop instead of 6 as we were going into September. Did you guys know that? You see why you guys are here? You're learning something new. The correlation between US stocks and bonds over the last 3 years has reached 72%. Anyways, I'll be talking about all of these things. I'm just giving you facts. But I'll be talking about all of this in my VIP room today. Every one of these factors I will be discussing in detail in my VIP room at noon today. And I think these are very, very important factors. To me, the most important ones are, I'm going to tell you what I personally think the most important ones are. The fact that Apple, Microsoft, and Nvidia now make up over 20% of the index, that's a record high. The fact that we have the biggest spread between large caps and small caps in 25 years. And the fact that global sales of luxury goods are projected to decline by 2%. First time since 2008 that's happening. And I don't even want to get into the real estate market. That's doing something different too. But I'll be talking about each and every one of those things I'll be talking about each and every one of those things today. All right. 1 second, guys. 1 second. I know that you guys don't know this, but I'm doing like 5 things at one time. So I'm trying really hard here. All right. So a lot of these things we're going to be talking about today this is very important stuff. And these are major global factors that are driving price going into this year. Folks, one thing about me, I'm glad you're back too, Rich. I was gonna email you yesterday, but I figured you were probably out with your family. Look at you, Rochelle. Show off, made $220,000 on Bitcoin. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, I got an email from Rochelle last night. What should I do? I got made $220,000 on retirement account, Rochelle. Retirement account. Okay, let's talk about the market. as you guys could see here, the Nasdaq is down 200 points and the Dow's down 350 points. I was telling you last week. Can Matt send me repeats of all day? Send me an email, Rochelle, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Time for the W to shine. Well, I'll talk about that, Wilford, in a few minutes too. So again, this is not good. The S&P is down 58 points coming into today's session. We're down pretty hard right now. Okay. And you could see this is pretty much across the board. Now, Russell is not taking it under the chin nearly as bad. Look at this. It's a 2100. It's only down 13 points, but we're going to start a weaker market. All right. Yes, definitely a head and shoulders on SPY. Bond market. Do you see the bond market breaking higher or in a hurry to break out higher? Remember what I just mentioned a minute ago, that the Fed is now pricing in 1.1 rate drop instead of six. Remember what I said to you guys a few months ago, that the best thing would be for the Fed not to do anything? I remember Donald Trump was telling the Fed, don't do anything till after the election. They didn't listen. Biggest mistake they've made. The two biggest mistakes they've made, they started too late during COVID and they started too early after COVID. They just can't get their timing right. I honestly wish they would just listen to us. We would get them in check every time, perfectly in check, but they don't listen. Oh, Rochelle, I'm so sorry to hear that. We'll send you everything. Yeah, she's too dizzy. She made too much money. I'm just kidding. But I hope you... Oh, Rochelle, listen. You're not in an age where you could take chances. Go to the doctor. Remember what happened to Richard Simmons? I'm not trying to be funny right now at all. You can't... When folks get over 60 and they start falling or things like that, they need to go to the doctor. Don't be a hero. Go to the doctor. No. She's falling. It's not good. Don't go to the doctor, Rochelle, or call emergency. Don't joke. It's not funny and it's serious. Don't take chances, Rochelle. Don't take chances. All right. So the bond market, which, as you guys know now, is correlated 72% with the stock market, is not doing well. And look at the S&P 500 cash. We hit the 100-day moving average, and now we're backing down from it. Okay, Rochelle. Good. And if you start feeling really bad, don't be a hero. Call the emergency and have them take you there. Okay. Seriously, Rochelle, I've seen too many people have accidents and things happen. So don't do it. We love you, Rochelle. We want everything to be good with you. All right. So indices are weak today. U.S. dollar is at the 8-day EMA. It can go either way. This is going to help commodities a little bit because it's starting to get a little weaker. You could see crude oil is starting to rally, although I wouldn't put too much faith into this effort. I know there's a reason why it's rallying. I read it over the weekend. I can't recall right now what it is, but there's a fundamental reason why we're seeing some upside in the crude oil. I even remember reading about it, but there is a fundamental reason for this. Although I don't like what I'm seeing, and I don't think it's going to go very much, especially before New Year's. And as you could see here, there's no volume at all supporting this move, which isn't a great thing. All right. Yeah, no, Angie, I understand what you were saying. I just want to make sure Rochelle is okay. Yeah, get to the doctor. Exactly. Listen to what Eagle Beagle says. Yeah, go to your doctor. Don't mess around. One thing I know, people love to be their own doctors. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be the biggest mistake. People love to be their own doctors. They love to be their own financial analysts and their own doctors. So be careful. We're getting a little weakness here, which may cause gold to start getting a little stronger. And if the U.S. stock market cools off, we could see. Notice how gold has been sticking to this moving average. Remember what I told you? A lot of times it'll break a moving average, but stick really close to it, consolidate here, and then start breaking right above it. So I'm hoping that we'll see that from gold, but we need to get above the 2780 level to really go long. So we're really not we're not really there yet. You're welcome. Angie. Well, you should thank Carlos. Hey, Carlos, if you're here, Thank you so much for sending me. It took me, you guys see why it took me a few days to get it to you? I needed to go over it. There was a lot of material there. It wasn't like, 5 notes. So I took my time over the holidays and I went over it to make sure it's kosher, and it was. And but don't thank me, thank Carlos. I'll give you my write up before the end of the year, my 5 cent write up before the end of the year too. And don't forget, Customer Service Live, Cam and Gustavo show. Um, Let me give you the link for that. It's right here. Customer Service Live from 10 to 1. Um, I know they're going to be talking about a lot of installations this week because I know a lot of people are going to be getting the Pro Trader dashboard. I have the sneaky suspicion. Also, remember, I'm giving you my shocking price forecast for the S&P 500. It's happening for top stocks, bottom stocks. I'll give you all of my goodies. But yeah, Carlos is who you want to thank for that. Here's the link for that. And all of those topics that I just covered with you about all of the global events, I'll be talking about them in my VIP room today at noon. Um, and you guys don't want to miss out on that. You really don't. So gold maybe holding on. Big question mark right now with the US dollar, with crude oil, and with gold. My suggestion, there's no volatility right now in either of those assets. My suggestion would be to take it easy with them, like really take it easy with them. There's no need to be in any of those assets right now. There's zero need to be in any of those assets. I mean, maybe if you have a credit, an iron condor or something, which I'll take a look at today, but there's just not much there. Hey, Stacy, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Can we will see it also? Can we will see it also? HG, I don't know what you're talking about. I send a bunch of stuff over the Telegram channel over the weekend from Carlos. It's in the main Telegram channel, and I've instructed my staff to also post it in the VIP members area. But it's going to be public information. It's in the main Telegram channel. Yeah, it's very helpful. It's very helpful. Yeah, Carlos is like I need to hire Carlos to like document things. He's like the best documenter I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not kidding. I'm serious. All right, so a lot of uncertainty with global commodities right now. Stock market not really doing great right now at all at the open. As far as Fed data, we've got durable goods today. You've got consumer confidence today. You've got oh, wait a minute. This is not the right week. What am I doing? Let me go to the right week. Okay. I figured something was wrong. You've got auctions today, and you've got Chicago PMI and pending home sales. Not a lot of reports. Tomorrow, not a lot of reports. Tomorrow, the market is going to be very calm. People are preparing for New Year's. I know the bond market is a half day. Remember, the stock market gets its directional bias from the stock market. The best thing you guys can do, the best thing you can do is not to do anything or take very, very small positions. Watch my old videos. Read Mind Traps 10 times. Read all the goodies that Carlos just forwarded to you. Please don't try to be a hero right now. This is not a time to be a hero. And markets closed on Wednesday. And as I said, I'm not really expecting markets to be volatile next week either. I think most of the action is going to come in around the 9th, 10th, 11th of the year, okay? Desi says, just saw Carlos' documents, downloaded them to my computer. We'll read them later today. They look, yeah, they're good. And also, not only are they good, I've approved them, which means they're accurate. What's the Telegram channel? Hey, Cam, would you mind posting my public Telegram channel here for folks? If you don't mind, or maybe Gustavo can do that. If you guys can do that, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Don't forget, Customer Service Live from 10 to 1 p.m. today. Here's the link for that. Please don't miss out. These guys work really hard to help you so that I could focus on my strong suit, okay? And boy, oh boy, did they help me out. And Matt, too. Big time, big time. Big cheers to Cam and Gustavo. They've made a huge difference to my life this year, which I'm very appreciative for. Very appreciative for. Yeah. Folks, if you think it's just me doing this, there's hundreds of people behind me helping me out. Okay? So you guys know. There's a lot more than just one guy running this show. I've got several customer service guys that help me out. I've got Deanna helps me out a lot. Josiah, Matt, obviously. It's a lot of work from a lot of people to be here. All right, so let's talk about the stock market. Don't rely on a lot of Fed data, and I don't think the Thursday's Fed data is going to have a lot of meaningful movement. Maybe jobless claims a little bit, maybe petroleum status report, but honestly, I think the market has a trajectory and it's set on right now. The documents have been posted in the Telegram channel over the weekend. Here, you guys could see it right here. Look, let me show you. Here's the Telegram channel. Here's all the stuff that Carlos posted. Look, it was over the weekend at 11 a.m. on 11 a.m. on Sunday, right here. 5,000. I have over 5,031 people in the channel, and in the pit we've got almost 2,000 people. I mean, excuse me, over 1,000 people, not over almost 2,000, almost over 1,000 people. All right, all right. They will post it in Telegram. Still waiting for the channel. Yeah, Cam, if you can you please, or Gustavo or somebody, can you guys post my public Telegram channel, please? Thank you. I would appreciate that. Or not, maybe I could post it here. Let's see. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'm sure somebody here can post the link and put a thumbs up, guys. Let's get thumbs up in here. All right, let's continue this this trajectory that we're on right now. Let's put everything together. Let's put everything together. So S&P is down 0.20, adding to Friday's decline, and now we're down a lot more than 0.20. Okay, we're adding a lot more to Friday's decline. Remember, this was published several hours ago. Cam says, I can't post working links here. Okay, no problem. No problem. Just email us, and we'll give you call customer service. They'll give you the Telegram link. Okay? Mega cap stocks took a dump on Friday. We're going to be talking quite a lot about them in the next 20 minutes. And Tesla slid, Nvidia slid, Netflix slid, not good. Consumer staples did well on Friday, adding to some upside. Trade deficit widened to 102 billion from 98 billion. Nobody even talks about that again. We have given back about 50%. No, Graham, we've given back more than 50% of the election boost. Look, you're wrong about that. Let me show you. Here's the election VWAP right here. See this blue line? We're now below the VWAP, which means anybody who bought below this level, starting at the election, is now underwater. See, the VWAP is right here. The VWAP is at 5. In order for them to be even, the market would have to be at 596. The market right now is at 589. This tells us right here exactly who's in control from the election moment. And you could see that you're not right. You're wrong. You've given back everything from the election. Everything from the election. The VWAP tells us that. That's why we put the VWAP right there. We've given up everything from the election. Everybody who's bought from the moment of the election results is underwater right now. The VWAP's telling us that. All right. So no, you're worse than 50%, 100%, 100%. Okay. Futures are now pricing in an 88% that there's not 88% chance that there's not going to be anything happening with interest rates. And the bond market is now only pricing in one rate cut for 2025. How do you like them apples? Yes, we're going to lower rates. Yay, we're there. No, you're not. You're not even close, Buster. Eagle says we'll be out this afternoon. Wish all of you too, Eagle Beagle. You too. U.S. stock market will be closed on Wednesday for New Year's Day holiday. U.S. bond market will close early at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, which means we're not going to get any directional bias, which means we're going to treat tomorrow like a Friday, okay? Please, tomorrow will be treated like a Friday, a holiday Friday. We got Chicago PMI today. It's not going to have any influence. We got pending home sales. It's not going to have any influence. Europe didn't give us any tailwind. Europe is down, tracking earlier losses in Asia. Industrial, media, and technology stocks led the decline. That sounds pretty much like everything. Trading in Europe is expected to be subdued on Monday as markets approach New Year's. Remember, they're not big on Christmas. Europe is much bigger on New Year's than Christmas. Okay, a lot of countries don't even have Christmas. They just celebrate New Year's. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but a lot of countries, the Christmas tree season starts not in middle of December, but the last week of December. For example, in Russia and Ukraine, they get their Christmas trees right now. We throw away our Christmas trees. A lot of the world gets their Christmas trees right now. So if you see a lot of Russians or Ukrainians, they celebrate New Year's like Americans celebrate Christmas. There's no Christmas in Russia or Ukraine. Santa Claus comes out on New Year's. The whole thing is pushed a week. Did you guys know that? Had a customers in the car dealership yesterday that wanted to buy before the tariff sentiment rules behavior. Absolutely, Brian. And I'm also hearing that car lots are not doing well right now. I'm hearing that there's some really bad stocking. That basically there's too many cars on the lots right now. All right. So Europe is not helping. But yeah, just remember, a lot of countries celebrate New Year's, not Christmas. We forget that here, but a lot of countries, it's the last week of the year. It's not Christmas. New Year's is when they have their parties, Santa Claus comes out, all that. Just so you guys know. Like when my parents were young, Santa would come out New Year's, not 24th or 26th. China closed slightly higher today with investors awaiting fresh PMI data. I don't know about China. We're still waiting for that great debacle. Yeah, Orthodox, exactly, Eagle. A lot of foreign countries, a lot of Christians, they celebrate Christmas. The New Year's is like the Christmas. Like in my household, New Year's is just as important as Christmas. We have a big party every year, New Year's. T-Buzz comes over every year. Clyde is there to entertain us. I'll take some pictures. I'll post them for you guys on New Year's Eve. Nikkei retreated from a 5-month high. Very thin year-end trading. And by the way, one of the reasons you're seeing the market down so much today is because it's very easy to manipulate market action. There's very little institutions trading. So algos can just do this all day long and keep screwing us. Boeing. You guys heard about this over the weekend. 179 and counting lives have been lost in South Korea. My wife's best friend was supposed to fly, and she missed this flight. She lives here in our subdivision. So glad to hear about that. But this is very, very sad. Definitely watching airlines today very, very closely, and watching transports today very, very closely. Yeah, the word on the street, I don't know who said it, but the word on the street is that car lots are just packed right now. Like if you guys want to get a car, it's a great deal. Nordstrom's been downgraded by Argus. Argus this means absolutely nothing. This is like me downgrading a stock. It means absolutely nothing. All right, let's talk about brass tacks, volatility. This is 2 months of volatility. You see how volatility is rising? Now, notice something interesting. The stock market is already near these levels. This is the S&P 500 right now. We are at the quarter VWAP right now, but volatility isn't reacting as much. So I'm hoping that we won't be able to get past the 20 level. There's a lot of resistance here, right here here, let me delete this line here. There's a lot of resistance right here and right here. The levels you want to watch today will be 18 and 20. I'll post the downside levels too, but I wouldn't be holding my breath. I would be shocked to see us break this level. More likely than not, we're going to move higher, okay? Boeing affected. Yes, of course. Of course. Yes. Super long religious party holiday from late December to mid-January. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of other countries too, guys. A lot of other countries, they're not big on Christmas. They're big on the whole New Year's last week of December, first week of January. So a lot of people are still out first week of January because of that. Like I know in Las Vegas, they're having a lot of Russian and Ukrainian celebrating the New Year's parties. People don't come back till the 5th, 8th of the month. So a lot of the markets don't really get going till the second week of the year. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know that. You know, a lot of people here are foreigners. Last time I'll do this. Remember, shocking price forecast today at 1 p.m. for the S&P. My top stocks, my bottom stocks. Remember last year I gave you NVIDIA and Humana. Also, I'll be in my VIP room as usual today at noon. And I'll be talking about all those cool topics that I discussed in the VIP room today. It'll be a very interesting session. And don't forget, if you guys want to really learn what's going on here, go to Customer Service Live with Cam Gustavo and The Chip Show. Here's the link for that. Real good stuff. Yeah, right, Rich? I don't see Carlos here, but thank you, Carlos. And I did thank him for all of us. So the level on volatility you guys want to watch today is going to be 18, okay? This is the level you want to watch on volatility today. Very, 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 very important. All right? Yep, that's already right there. That's what I'm saying. You've got to watch. This is the next level, 20. All right? Well, was the bird strike, a landing, lost both engines, so couldn't go around lower. Oh, yeah, that's terrible, terrible. Now, what about the bond market? We're going to be watching the bond market today. What is the bond market doing? Bond market's up a little, but notice it's not running away from us one way or the other. This just means that it's consolidating near this area. And when it consolidates after a big drop, the most likely scenario is another drop. My suggestion would be to set an alert on TLT right now at the high 86, like 86.75, 86.90 level, and see if it breaks this level. If it breaks this level, the odds are it'll take the market lower. Now, what about the SPY? The SPY is now at the quarter to year VWAP. I'm going to be adding another VWAP, last Friday's VWAP. I just want to give it a little more time for the market. But we're right now literally at the quarter to date VWAP. Last time we tested it, we broke down and we went right to this support level right here. These lines coincide right around 583, but we're below the 50-day moving average right now. We sustained the 50-day moving average on Friday, but right now we're below it. And I don't like this at all, okay? I don't like the fact that we're near the quarter-date VWAP. If we break this level, we're going to break. Basically, anybody who bought the last quarter will be at a loss. And right now, anybody who bought the SPY or SPY stocks on election is at a loss. Look, the VWAP is right here at 596. 596.20, 597. We're here right now. So anybody who got happy and excited is now is holding a bag right now. Anybody who bought this quarter is ready to hold the bag right now. And I don't mean to be dramatic. I'm just giving you all these things based on volume and price. I'm not giving you my opinions. I'm giving you facts based on this data right here that I'm looking at. Remember, this measures all the volume to trade it from here all the way up to here. This is why this indicator is so valuable, because it calculates not just price and averages price, but it also looks at all the volume that occurred here and tells me based on volume who's in control. Hey, Carlos, there you are. Please feel free to add. Love to see what. Yeah, Rich, if you want to add to that, please do and just highlight it, and I'll put your changes there too. Angie says, when you take off Katamu, they have guys on Jeeps killing birds so they don't get into the engines. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Wilford Penny, I'm from Asia. All our celebrations are 9 days. Weddings are not. Oh, really? I learned a lot of interesting stuff here. Oh, good. See how this is we're building a community here. This is what I'm talking about. We're building a community. I love when you guys communicate amongst each other. It's fantastic. Also, volume is increasing as we're going down. And notice the high here. We couldn't break the high. I don't like this. Let's just say there's nothing here that I like right now. I don't like the fact that we couldn't break out of a high right here since the election. I don't like the fact that this couldn't take out the high. I don't like the fact that we're breaking down. I don't like the fact that we're below the 50-day moving average. I don't like the fact that we're almost hitting. I don't like anything here. I don't like anything. What about equal weighted SPY? Is that giving us a little bit of a reprieve? Folks, hit the thumbs up button. Let's see how many thumbs up do we have. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button if you're getting value out of this. We have 146 likes and we have 451 people here. We should have close to 200 likes right now. Hit the thumbs up button. If you guys appreciate Carlos, hit the thumbs up button. All right, what about equal weighted SPY? Is it looking better? No, it's not. Matter of fact, it's already broke the low from Friday. So if you look at the SPY, you could see that we held the 50-day moving average. That the top stocks held the 50-day moving average. The RSP couldn't even do that, and we're right now flirting with the 100-day moving average. Matter of fact, we were not even flirting with the 100-day moving average. We're below the 100-day moving average. And look at here. This is not prettiness. At least we made an all-time high here. That's good. But look, this is the election VWAP, guys. This is equal weighted SPY. This is the election right here. Here's the VWAP. We're here. This is very, very bad. All right. This is very, very, very bad. Very bad. We're already below this level. I'm hoping this will just come right up today all day. I'm hoping. You know what happens when people hope. Hope is a 4-letter word. So be careful. Be careful. This is not a good place to be. We're below the 8-day EMA. We're below the 100-day moving average. We're below all the major VWAPs, the election, the quarter, the 50-day. There's nothing good here. There's nothing. I want to tell you like beautiful, nice things, but there's nothing good to tell you. All right. Rich says, amazing info for newbies. I fell into many pitfalls while learning. This is a great resource. Beautiful. Look at that. We got almost 500 people here on a holiday. And we're only halfway through. All right. So this is bad. This is bad. There's nothing good here. Okay. What about QQQ? Maybe QQQ looks better. Let's analyze everything here. Well, the QQQ is literally, let me just cheat and move this. We are literally, guys, look at this. We're at the election VWAP, literally at the election VWAP right now. So anybody who bought the QQQ or the mega cap stocks on election day is right now, if we go lower right now, all those people will be losing money on their mega cap stocks. What? You're telling me all those NVIDIA and Tesla players are going to be losing money? Yes, look, we're literally at that level. Now, we can hold here. If we hold here and go back above the 8-day EMA and start breaking above this level, the 530, I'll change my opinion. But the fact that we made a higher high here, but not here, and the fact that we're breaking at the VWAP is not good. What about MAGs? Let's look at MAGs. Maybe MAGs will save the day. No. MAGs are doing exactly the same thing. Remember what I warned you last week? And look, volume is going higher here. Remember what I told you last week? You probably don't remember because I talk so much and I say so many things. But what I told you last week was very, very simple. If MAGs give out, what's going to drive the market higher? I told you that MAGs is driving QQQ because as of right now, I just told you that the 3 mega cap stocks account for 20% of the S&P 500. How much of the QQQ do you think they account for? Probably 70%, right? So we're already here, and the MAGs are even worse than that. And don't say I didn't warn you. Is anybody here did anybody here did not get the message that I sent last week that we're very vulnerable, that if the MAGs give out, there's nothing controlling the market, RSP doesn't have any strength, that the MAGs basically are in control? Does that sound remotely familiar to anybody? I showed you this. I showed you the momentum leveled. I showed you that we're below the 50-day moving average. I showed you right here how vulnerable we are, how the Russell 3000. Do you remember any of this? Do you guys remember any of this, or was it too far? How stocks below how there's only 53 stocks, how the engine is moving, but it's going like cars going like this, and it's about to give out. Does any of this sound familiar at all, or is this stuff that I dream about in my head and I never tell you guys? I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Do you guys remember any of that? Do you remember any of that? So what about QQQE? Let's look at that. How's that looking? I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. HG remembers, David remembers, Nathan remembers. Was there anything that I said was different than what I just said? All right, so QQQ. Well, we bounced off pretty hard this morning on the equal weight QQQ. So the smaller QQQ stocks are starting to help. That's good. That's positive. We'll see if that translates into small caps too. It's a bad dream come true. Yes, you show this chart all the time. Yes, Carol's. Oh, how are you, Carol? Thank you for the card. I appreciate it. Do you guys remember? I'm talking about momentum levels and how there's nothing supporting the market and how the mags give out, there's really nothing there, and how the equal weighted SPY has been going down for 12 days straight, and how there's nothing below, and how we're very, very vulnerable because of the mega caps. How much is related to institutional selling off for tax advantage? I don't know the answer to that question, Sydney. I wouldn't even know where to begin. I wouldn't know where to begin. I'd love to give you an answer and I'd love to sound smart, but I wouldn't even know where to begin. All right. So equal weighted SPY. Equal weighted SPY bounced off the 100-day moving average. Now, does this look good? No, it doesn't look good, but it looks a little bit better than some of the other things we're seeing. But if this breaks the 100-day moving average, it's no good. So big red flag right now for mega caps. Mega caps are not holding. They're down 2% right now. Remember, they were leading. They're not leading anymore. RSP is down only 0.40 right now. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Now, what about Russell 2000? Let's see if strength is coming into the Russell. Russell's down only 0.68 right now. We're consolidating below the 100-day moving average. What about the Dow? Let's look at blue chips. Dow's down 0.77. So you can clearly see right now that the weakness is in FANG stocks. QQQ down 1.13. Mags are down 2%. So you could see large cap, mega caps, followed by smaller NASDAQ stocks, followed by the broad market. That is good. That's the first time we're seeing that, folks. So what I want to see today is I want to see RSP. I want to see RSP bottom out here and start flirting with the 8-day EMA to the upside. If we break down and go towards the 200-day moving average, nobody's going to be happy. Okay? What I want to see on the QQE, I'm going to be watching QQQE very carefully. I'm going to be watching RSP very carefully. I want to see the equal weighted SPY start going up to the quarter-day VWAP and the 8-day EMA. Okay? How do I access your Telegram? Not his, guys, it's not his Telegram channel. It's my Telegram channel. You know Uncle Roger's Telegram channel? This is my Telegram channel on Sunday, the public Telegram channel on Sunday. Carlos's docs were posted. I posted them at 11 a.m. on my Telegram channel, the public Telegram channel, the one that has over 5,000 members. I posted it this Sunday at 11 a.m. You can go there right now and scroll back. Here's right now. Look, here's right now. Here's I'm going back to Sunday right here. That's all you need to do. Just go to my Telegram channel and scroll back 2 days right here. 1 day, that's it. It was less than 24 hours ago. I posted it in the public Roger Scott Telegram channel. Here's all the goodies that Carlos sent us right here, okay? It's all right there for you guys. All right. You don't have to, Jacqueline, you don't have to access his Telegram channel. You can access my Telegram channel. So what are we going to be watching today, Roger? You're going to be watching the mega caps. All right. You're going to be watching the mega caps. Now, there's something I want to talk to you guys about real quick. Whenever we're watching pre-market, whenever we're watching stocks, whatever we're watching stocks, we want to see pre-market price action. What you want to see is you want to see the pre-market high and you want to see the pre-market low. And you want to mark those levels on your chart, okay? Major support and resistance from pre-market. See how there's a resistance level here? Right here? Major resistance level? Mark this level. It's 595.20, okay? Major resistance level. Mark that. Mark that. Okay. And mark the major support level from this morning. So if we start breaking above this, there's a good chance we'll go up to the 595. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you guys is start paying attention right now to overnight support and resistance levels. They're going to become more and more important as volatility increases into New Year's. So one of the levels you're going to be wanting to watch today is the 595 level and the 590 level on the S&P 500. The first level is going to be 590.74. The second level is going to be 595. Okay. All right. I'm not going to go too deep into momentum levels because you already can see here that we're in the crapper. But folks, if Nasdaq 100, if this number drops to 49, we're in a bear market. S&P 500, if this number drops to 49, we're in a bear market. And if you take the equal weighted stocks, we're already in a bear market. Momentum levels for the 50-day moving average are very low, only 26%. We don't have a lot of momentum. Russell 2000, 3000, and 1000 are starting to become aligned, which means large cap stocks and small cap stocks are all starting to become more equalized. And you can see that here too. Notice something. Are you guys getting value out of this? Notice that the broad market, look at SPY and look at RSP. They're not looking as different as they looked 2 weeks ago. See that? Look at MAGs right now. Look at MAGs, right? And look at QQQE. They don't look as different as they looked before. We need to start seeing a balancing. So what I'm expecting large cap, mega cap stocks to continue falling down, and I'm hoping that the money doesn't go out of the market into cryptos or gold or US dollar. I'm hoping, or the bond market. I'm hoping that the money continues coming into the RSP or QQQE. So you're going to be watching the relationship between RSP and SPY and QQQQ and QQQQE today. And I hope you're writing this down. All right. There's no rally. Santa Claus rallies are caused by the retail sector earnings being really, really good going into the end of the year. We are not seeing any of that. We are not seeing any rallies. We're not seeing any Santa Clauses. Santa Claus is shitting bricks right now, excuse my French, getting nervous because the market may crash. Because the difference between the large caps and the small caps has been the biggest difference we've seen in 25 years. I'll be talking about that today in the VIP room. Speaking of which, remember, turning point, guys, shocking S&P. Remember, last year, a year ago today, I told you that NVIDIA was going to be the strongest stock, and and a healthcare stock was going to be one of the weakest. I was pretty close. I didn't get the strongest, but I got the third strongest stock of the year. I'm going to give you that again today at 1 p.m. Don't miss out. If you want to hear all my goodies that I gave you teasers for today, what you got for Contras, here's the link for VIP room today. And customer service live is right here. Hit the thumbs up button. If you guys are getting value, hit the thumbs up button. Look at that. Isn't it nice? Nobody arguing with me today. No political nonsense. Santa is pooping bricks technically. Exactly. That's what he's doing right now. Humana. Thank you, Rochelle. You got to get ready to go to your doctor's appointment, Rochelle. But yeah, Humana. So I'll be doing that at 1 p.m. today. I'll be giving you my predictions at 1 p.m. today. All right. So momentum levels aren't looking good. And by the way, this one too, the number of stocks trading above $2. Look at where we're at right now. Last month, 64%. Last week, 30%. We're at 35% right now. 35% of stocks are trading above the 50-day moving average. 53% of stocks are trading above the 200-day moving average. And mega cap stocks are no longer in control. So my question to you is, what's going to lead the market higher with mega caps down already 2.5% this morning? That's the biggest question of the day. All right, sectors. Let's look at sectors. Costco. Yeah, it was a bonus. Costco was a bonus. You could talk about it. I gave you guys a bonus trade on Friday. I gave you two, actually. Carvana and Shopify. No, Carvana and Costco. Yeah, to the short, both to the short side. All right, how are momentum levels looking here? There's 18 stocks, including ETFs, making 90-day highs. Is there a lot of firepower to the upside? There's no firepower to the upside. Well, Roger, you're cheating. What if you exclude the ETFs? Okay, there's 15. With ETFs, there's 18. Without ETFs, there's 15. What about downside? A little bit, not too much. Not too much. 127 if you include the ETFs. There's some firepower, but nothing crazy. What does that mean? Well, remember, today's Monday. We're in a holiday week. The only fearful thing I have is mega caps. Mega caps. Mega caps are losing their stability. This is losing their stability. We're about to lose control after the election. I want to see this area hold. I want to see this area hold, and I want us flirting with the 8-day EMA, not with the quarter date VWAP. So mags are going to be very, very important today. All right. Very, very important. Yeah, we liquidated Walmart last week, by the way. All right. So, what about individual stocks? Let's talk about individual stocks. I don't have a lot of things to the upside today, but I'll give you what I've got. Also, as I said, keep an eye on the US dollar and keep an eye on volatility today. All right, downside. I'll give you my favorite stocks right now. Builder. I really like this stock to the downside. RTX. Stock is already down 1% overnight. MDT. Look at this breakdown. Looks like an A line, doesn't it? You want to wait for it to break below this low here. So just be a little more patient. Car. Wait for it to break the 200-day line. Don't do anything yet. Hey, I remember this stock. I remember talking about this stock for the last 6 months. Possibly down to 159. Chip stocks, remember? Don't buy chip stocks. Jojo, how about we just follow my stocks? Wait for this stock to break below 34. MGM. CME Group. Wait for this to break the 50-day moving average. I got 2 insurance stocks. Allstate. Wait for it to break. Actually, you got a target of 100-day right here. And Travelers. Both insurance stocks don't look good. Almost there. Just wait for it to break 240. And ATO. Look at that. ATO is on my list. Wait for this to break the 100-day. It's not ready yet. But you can add it to your list. If it breaks the 100-day, it's going to go all the way down here. In theory. All right, upside. Be careful to the upside. There's hardly any good stocks. The stocks that I found, I had to really look a lot for. Okay, so be careful right now to the upside. NBIX, Tiva. I'm stretching right now, folks. I mean, be careful to the upside right now. These are really, really like. This one looks great. Urban. TARS. Now, I like. This looks beautiful right here. I like Amazon under certain circumstances. I like Amazon if it goes above 229. I don't like it right now. I hate it right now because it can break this level right now and really go to the VWAP right here if it goes above 229. I like Google, but I only like Google if Google breaks 196. We're about to break 185. We're already at 189. So I'm just letting you know if we get above here. Roger, does that mean I should buy Amazon and Google? No, not even close. You should buy it if it comes back up here, and I'll give you plenty of notice on that. And deck. What about Decker? You don't want to buy here. You want to wait for it to break above. You want to put a VWAP right here, and I'll bet you it'll come right down here to about the 211 area. Wait for it to break the 211 area, and I hope you guys are watching this. Now, again, Today is the biggest day of the year for my webinar. I am giving you my shocking price forecast for the S&P 500, my favorite stocks, bond levels, gold levels, crypto levels. I'll be talking about that. It's not a good sign, Rich, at all. There's not a lot. I'm telling you right now, the upside looks very, very frisky right now. So I'm giving you that today. I'll be in my VIP room at noon today, as usual, and I'll be talking about a lot of cool things in the VIP room today. I'll be talking about the difference between the bond. I'll be talking about all those things that I discussed earlier today, which are pretty important. And then customer service live, the Cam and Gustavo show. Oh, my dogs are going crazy right now. God bless them. One of my dogs is going to be 11 years old. Sammy's going to be 11 years old next month. Older dog now. Hit the thumbs up button. And if you guys have any questions, please reach out to Customer Service Live. And if you have any trading questions, you can ask me. Here's my email address, roger@rogerscott.com. Folks, I am in no mood for this harmony. Please hit the thumbs up button. I will see you in the VIP room at noon. Cam, Gustavo, and Chip, I hope you guys have a fantastic day today. Please don't give customer service a hard time. They work really hard to make you guys happy. And I'll see the link to the price forecast for the S&P is talking me to Santa stocks. Yeah, that's the one. Santa stocks. That's it. Where are the notes to print before today's event? Great question for Customer Service Live, Joy. As you know, I was away. No, I didn't get a new dog. I got four dogs, Rich. I got four dogs, and I got four, more than enough. The ideal for me is to have two cats and two dogs, and right now I have four cats and four dogs. Way too much. Way too much. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Have a great day. I'll be around all day long today. I'm gonna head to the office right now. I'll see you guys. Bye. And Rochelle, make sure you go to your doctor, okay? Don't mess around with that. We don't pull a Richard Simmons on us, okay? I'm watching you, Rochelle.